It occurs in mountainous areas, like here in North Wales. This rock has been so heavily exploited that it has an unmistakable landscape, all of its own. Its special qualities have been in such demand that there's scarcely a spot left where you could say that the landscape is natural. It's a metamorphic rock formed from mud 500 million years ago under immense temperature and pressure during a period of mountain building. Unlike limestone, this rock is totally unaffected by rainwater, so there's no chemical erosion. It's also so densely compacted that there's no physical erosion either. This rock is tough. Slate. The slabs of rough slate brought in from the quarries need powerful machinery to process them. Slate is very heavy. A piece the size of a phone book weighs about 6 kilograms. The first process takes the rough edges off the raw lumps and shapes them into clean-cut blocks. The blades have to be tipped with industrial diamonds. Nothing else will cut through. Next comes a real surprise, a quality of slate that makes it unique among rocks. It may be difficult to cut, but if you know how, it splits into thin sheets very easily. There's no other rock that does this so readily. Each sheet is still very tough and highly resistant to weathering. These qualities of slate have been known to the local people of North Wales since Roman times. But it wasn't until just over 200 years ago that slate really came into its own. As the new factory towns of the Industrial Revolution spread like wildfire across the landscape, it was slate that roofed the houses. As a barrier and as a protection against the elements, there was nothing to touch it. The market for slate eventually spread worldwide. They still make roofing slates, but because it's more expensive than modern materials, slate usually only comes back into its own when an important new public building is put up. Like here, at the new British Library in London. One of the reasons for using it, of course, is that it will last an extremely long time. It's as resistant to the elements here as it was in its natural environment back in North Wales. And in a modern city, it needs to be. It's resistant to mildew, insects and bird droppings. There's no risk of frost damage. It survives extremes of temperature. It doesn't deteriorate in bright sunlight, and it won't catch fire. Most crucial nowadays, though, is that it survives the increased amounts of acid dissolved in rainwater following massive increases in traffic over the last 50 years. Slate is immune to this new trend.